Greetings from the Cayuga Conference Center here in North Carolina and this spring meeting of the House of Bishops of the Church. We have gathered in a retreat setting over the last couple of days to pray together, to hear moving testimony from bishops and others about the effects of loss in the life of faith. How do we deal with loss when it occurs, whether from natural disaster or from violence, or as a result simply of being human. How does that shape us as Christians? What does it have to do with the way we live our faith and our commitment to Jesus? We've heard in particular testimony. In fact, I helped share in some of that testimony about the effects of gun violence in our lives and in the life of this country and beyond the borders of this country and other parts of the Episcopal Church throughout the world. That testimony involved what I had to say about the daily massacre in the streets of the city of Chicago and elsewhere in Illinois. We heard really incredible stories from other bishops. The Bishop of Oklahoma, Ed Konieczny, a friend of mine, talked about his life as a former police officer in Los Angeles and his direct and very personal encounter with the devastation of gun violence as he lived that part of his life. We're taking counsel together about how we as bishops can respond in leading the church to have a new kind of a conversation about the effects of violence and how to challenge gun violence, its horrific effects in the life of this country and, as I say, beyond. That conversation is so often pitched and polarized and polarizing, different perspectives. This House of Bishops has many members who are gun enthusiasts, sports shooters, not at all of one mind about some of the legislative efforts about this particular issue, but united in our conviction that God calls us to stir up the consciences of our people. That's one of the vows a bishop takes at ordination, to stir up our consciences and to lead us into a place which has historically been one of the things the Episcopal Church has been really good at, a place of reconciling seemingly irreconcilable differences, a way of holding together in creative tension those differences. That's never been more important. So I invite your prayers for us. We meet for a couple more days and want you to know that the primary business of your bishops is prayer and reflection on Scripture and deep conversation about what it is that the Episcopal Church is called to do and to be in this world for the sake of Christ and the world Christ loves so much. Thanks for your prayers.